Fan of the Hodaki Big Show podcast? Make sure you check out more from Jace, Mike and Keezy on their Instagram and TikTok at Hodaki Big Show. Or tune into them 4 to 7 every weekday on Radio Hodaki. Thanks, mate.
Thanks, mate.
I reckon, man.
How are you, fellas? You good?
Bloody good today.
Yeah, good stuff.
What day is it today? Thursday.
Wednesday.
Shit, is it? Hey, happy birthday, Pugs, producer, 27.
Yeah.
Great New Zealander.
Just a baby, isn't he?
He is a wee baby. He's only 4 years younger than me.
Yeah. Well, he's actually... We're all kind of a generation, really, on this show, aren't we? We're all sort of...
Yeah, well, because
Mooch of a
similar age.
moochness.
Mike's the oldest.
Yeah, well, he's the
I am.
patriarch, isn't
I
he?
am.
No questions about him.
Yeah.
Right to the front, Keezy.
Today is also Be Nasty Day.
Is it?
Yep.
It is Be Nasty Day. It's also National Peanut Cluster Day.
And what were you saying? Proofreading Day.
National Proofreading Day.
And National Registered Dietitian Nutritionist Day.
National No Smoking Day.
Fuck off.
Do they have, like, International Top Radio DJ Day?
They don't, actually.
No, I'm sure they do.
Shall we make today that?
Well, today is a very special day in that it is
Pugs' birthday.
Pugs' birthday.
It is. Did you guys get him anything?
Yep.
You know what? I
Yeah.
bought him a beer. But I...
Jeez, it's not like you, Keezy.
What do you mean?
Did you get your round back there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good
Then
on
he
you.
bought you.
Twofold.
Good
And then
on
I was
you.
like, hey, we better get back for the show.
Yeah, good on
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Good
Smart.
call, man.
So you
Good
do
call.
it, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
I genuinely considered getting him a gift, but then I was like, where are we all on it with gifts at the moment?
You're pissed, aren't you?
Look
I'm
at you,
pissed.
you're
You're
rolling eyes.
completely
Well, it's
steamed.
interesting, actually. He came back into the office. He started fucking bossing us around and all sorts of shit.
Didn't
I
he?
thought, oh, Keezy's
He was
had
all-
three.
he was
Keezy's
very
had
sassy.
He's had 3 beers here, I bet you. Is that about right?
I've had 3 beers, correct.
There we
Three
go.
of their lowest strength beers.
Interesting that I knew that.
That is interesting. It's kind of weird that you know that.
And their lowest strength beers are 7.8%.
Yeah,
It's the
exactly.
one. So, but I wasn't bossing you guys around. I was like, hey, let's get a photo with Pugs for his birthday.
You were bossing us around.
I get
You
quite
were,
bossy.
You were getting stroppy.
You were
I wasn't
bossy
getting-
when you get a few beers.
You were getting
I'll
head.
tell you what, I'm glad I'm not your missus.
You
You'll be
were-
throwing your weight around
Yeah,
at home, are you?
totally, eh? You were getting very herdy-handsy.
Herdy handsy.
Yeah,
You
trying
were.
to herd everyone into... Keezy wants to do this. We've got to... So come on, everyone. Oh, Keezy wants to get
Sorry
it
that I wanted to do a nice photo, which is on our Instagram
there's
story.
a room full of chicks here. I got to show off in front of the chicks.
Yeah, we're getting a
Yeah,
photo for the show.
See how authoritative and in control I am.
Look at this, ladies.
He's waving his hands for those listening at home.
Yeah.
Get in there.
No, but I think a rule of radio that I like to follow is that you always cut off at 3 beers. In fact, 3 beers is the most I've ever had doing a show, so this will be interesting.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, I feel on top of the world. I feel
I find it
sharp.
hard to believe. That can't be the most you've ever had.
That is the most
Is
I've
it
ever
really?
had.
Well
Yep.
done.
And I think the most, like when we do a live show and there's, hundreds of people there, I have 2 beers to
Oh,
settle
yeah.
the nerves,
Settle the nerves,
Yeah.
yeah. The
Yeah,
most
so-
I've ever had is none.
It's impressive.
Coffee. Is that a coffee, is it?
Coffee, yeah.
There's none.
It's my 3 o'clock
But I haven't
coffee
been doing it
have
as
every
long
day.
as you two sickos.
The most I've ever had is 15.
Is that actually?
I don't know.
Lost count. Lost count.
Yeah.
A few years back?
Yeah, a few years back.
Good show.
That must,
Good show.
No, shocker.
but it must also be terrifying, knowing that you probably, are you at the point where you were aware of how bad you were sounding?
I think I was at the point where I didn't give a fuck.
Yeah, good.
Right,
Good on you.
right.
That's a good state to be in.
No, it's not true.
Yeah, you always
I-
keep
Well, you certainly would have cared the next
You're a
day.
carer,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, I mean, I'd never do be as unprofessional as that. Is
Oh,
the point
right.
I was going to.
Yeah,
I was going to make there. So you started your massive. What? Okay. I have a question for you, Ree. Why are you looking to build muscle?
Well, it's not so much that. It's just I can't only lose fat because if I only lose fat, I'll look weird. So what I want to do is get back to how fit I was before I had a kid. Because
So that was pre-show too, wasn't it?
oh yeah,
Yeah.
And so were you like pretty shredded
pretty shredded.
And
yeah.
muscly as well.
Yeah.
Right.
Before the show. So, and I just think I just want to get back there and then just try and be able to maintain it, because it's been a steady decline over 4 years or so. And then as you get older, and you'll know this, Jace, now that you're in your 40s, what used to be really easy, you used to be able to get rid of the weight really easy. Now it's actually a lot of work.
Right.
So I just want to get back to a decent state and then sort of try and hold it. Just try and hold it.
Well, the thing for me is it's a stiffness thing.
Right.
Use it or lose it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, Charlie?
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. I mean, I've got pecs like you wouldn't believe.
Oh, no, I don't believe.
Abs.
Sagging moobs.
Like you would not fucking believe. But I don't care about that. I just want to, be a little bit more healthy.
But
that's
also,
all.
the other thing is that my wife and I had a thing when we first got together, and that, well, I think we've talked about it before, but that you should stay in the same shape as when you met.
Right.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That's a tough ask.
Well, but you've got to make an effort.
Right.
It's all well and good to go, oh, it's just too hard and not do anything about it. It's like, well, that's all good, but she wasn't attracted to me because I was a fat piece of shit,
Right.
you know?
Was it your personality?
Nah. Actually, your guess is as good as mine on that front.
Right.
Yeah, no, well, I tricked her, remember?
Right.
I
yeah.
tricked her into loving me.
Yeah, well, same.
Yeah, and I think it's
same.
good, and I think as well, like not having, I'm getting too old now, it's getting into heart attack territory now.
Right.
Oh,
okay.
yeah,
So it's a
massively.
health thing for you.
Oh, it's everything, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was like I want to be hot when I'm down at Waiheke on the beach situation for you.
I'm not. The thing with me is I actually don't eat very much.
No, neither do I. I eat very little.
and-
Almost
You're a
I
shocker.
don't eat very much, but what I eat is good. You don't eat much, but everything you eat is chips.
You are the biggest garbage guts I've ever seen.
Second biggest.
No, just putting aside. No,
historically,
putting
putting aside this year.
Putting aside the snacks.
This year.
You eat a shitload of food.
I
You
don't.
eat a shitload of food.
I don't.
You'll have a cheese toastie and then a scone and then some noodles.
Then some fish and chips.
And then some fish and chips. You eat a shitload of food.
I don't. Most of my day, I don't eat anything until around about when I come in here, actually. But most of the time, I eat nothing. In the mornings. I'm the same as you,
Yeah,
because you don't
same.
eat in the mornings.
No,
so
I don't.
I am the same as that.
Right.
So
I
that's
did
the
have
trouble.
baked beans this
That's the
morning,
trouble
so-
with this diet thingy, is you have to eat so much. So I've got to eat between 2,500 and 3,000 calories a day, where I normally have about 1,200. It's so much food.
But also on the plus side of that, though, you're not doing the beersies.
I'm not doing the
And
beersies.
actually, the beersies, this is what's happening to you, Keezy.
What's that?
Is the beersies, that's where you stack it on.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It
So
hasn't
if you're-
affected me.
If you're piling in 12 beersies a day,
Yeah.
over a few yearsies,
Right.
that's when you get the...
I think that's how you got to knock it off, because when I went on the wagon and off the wagon and then back on the wagon.
Which time?
Yeah, recently, wherever it was.
Yeah.
I'd sort of lost weight, but then immediately, as soon as I got back on the wagon, put back weight on, even though I was still going to the gym.
Right, okay.
So it's the piss that really,
And actually, just
Stitches
on
you.
that front too,
when you're old,
giving
Right.
up the durries doesn't help with the food thing either.
What, it makes you less hungry? Or
No,
well,
it
you're
makes
straight,
you
on
more
the, straight
hungry.
on the chips.
Right,
Like,
yeah.
that's why Jason's always got yellow fingers. He used to have yellow
Well, yeah.
fingers because of the darts, but now it's because he's got twisties
Flavouring.
in between them.
Yeah.
The Hodaki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keezy. The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
So I don't think I've ever seen you eat anything that didn't come out of like a tinfoil packet.
So are you saying, Keezy, that you've never been with us when we went on curry nights?
Oh, yeah, apart from that.
We've got to do another one of those too.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we
we
do.
need to do a curry night.
Actually, whose turn is it to pick? I think it's you, Pugs. You, mate.
You haven't done it yet, have you?
No, he came with us, but he didn't get to
Yeah.
pick it. Yeah, that was a fancy one, actually. Very fancy. Very
was.
nice. That was the best one. So, no, Taranaki was the best.
Taranaki was the
Anything?
best.
Oh no,
Yep.
we've been given a top tip on that. Remember from old what's her name over in Flavour?
Oh, really?
Yeah, remember when you said, "Oh, I'm going to write that down because it sounds good." But anyway,
Yeah.
but yeah, you're right. It's heart attack material,
It is.
and so
It is.
Well, I tell you what was terrifying is yesterday I witnessed someone
Oh,
pretty much
yeah.
have a heart attack.
Oh, you
Yeah,
haven't
yeah,
shut up
but-
about it. It was the
yeah,
day
yeah.
before, though. It's day before yesterday.
Yes, no, it
Yeah,
was
yeah.
Tuesday night.
Yeah.
I tell you what, and that was at a sports facility. We were supposed to play sport.
No, it was Monday night,
It was
Keezy.
Monday night, Keezy.
You sure there was only
If
3
today, is
beers
Wednesday,
there?
if today is Wednesday, then it was Monday.
Sorry, I'm used to playing indoor netball on Tuesdays, but this
Oh.
new team is a Monday, and it's thrown me off. But what that made me do is instantly think, shit, what do we do if Jace or Mike or someone has a heart attack here? Where
Or
is
you.
everything? What do we need? Or me? Most likely not, because I'm a pretty healthy guy. Where is everything? Where is the Like, I watched someone get defibrillated. That was pretty, you know.
Like my dying wish is that you just jerk me off as I go out.
Just a handy. You what, me or Keezy?
I want Keezy at the tiller.
Okay, and
At the tiller.
I could just cradle your balls.
You want me on the rudder there?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, cradle my nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd rather that rather than us try and revive you and call an ambulance.
You got
Yeah.
warm hands, Keezy?
Always.
Got very cold hands. So you'd have
Cold balls.
you'd have cold balls and a toasty shaft.
Pugs, can you use this bit for the little promo on the show we do at 5 o'clock?
Oh, Keezy at the tiller.
By the way, security are fully trained in first aid and have a defibrillator, just in
Oh,
case something.
Oh,
Are
so
they
that's
fully
good. That
trained
is
in-
actually good to know.
It's
Are they
good.
fully trained in jacking us off?
Well, no, we can get defibrillated whilst
you
we get
have me,
jacked
Hoodie.
off.
I reckon post jag off.
Now, what we'd probably do is get the old tiller out there and then defibrillate that.
Yeah. Keezy.
I remember once, not long ago, when I thought I was actually having a heart attack. So I
You're
started,
going to have to be more specific,
so I
Jace.
started beating myself off just to get rid of the anxiety.
Just to take your mind off
Just to take my mind
the
off
cardiac
it. Yeah,
arrest.
yeah. I'm having
Yes.
a cardiac arrest, so I'm going to beat myself off.
Got to use up all these seeds.
You need a steady,
Yeah.
a steady hand on
I've
the
s-
tiller.
I've saved
Just
all these
Keezy.
seeds. I don't want to go without spreading my seeds.
Yeah.
I feel like since we were told to do less headboard material, we've done more.
stepped it up. Do you know I've actually I've been pretty good on that count lately with the
Seeds.
the panic attacks and that. I haven't been having them like,
Yes,
like
sir.
we used to.
Yeah, I'm good too.
Yeah.
What used
Good,
to bring
isn't
them
it?
on? Was it like stuff you had on?
No. It was never for any reason. For
Right.
me,
Just
for me.
random.
So panic attacks are generally they come out of nowhere, whereas
Right.
anxiety is based around something. So
Yes.
you can go, oh, I'm thinking about this. I've got anxiety.
Right.
But panic attacks are just
Just
you're having,
do-doos.
you're having the best time of your life. We could be talking now, and all of a sudden I go, fuck, I think I'm dying. But you
Right.
just pretend that that's not happening to
Shit,
everyone in
that's
the
scary.
room.
I used to get them all the time. On air, all sorts.
Right.
On stage, I had a shocker on stage once.
Please talk to us about that.
No.
Well,
I
what was the
doing-
play?
It was a Sugar and Spice play, packed house, opening night. About a minute into the play, massive panic attack, and
Right.
it felt like I was breathing through a straw.
Oh,
Yeah.
God, that is terrifying.
That's what it felt like.
Yeah, and the good thing about it is, even though it feels pretty much exactly the same every single time it happens,
You
you think to yourself, no, the other times are panic attacks. This
This
time
is-
I'm
gonna-
dying.
Yeah, I'm going to
Right.
die.
Holy
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Yeah, you never have it and go, oh, it's just another panic attack. You go, no, this is different.
And
So,
so,
if
do
you
you do
because
the...
I've told you the sign for you there, Keezy. If I'm having one, I bend this computer out of shape.
Oh, yeah, I've seen you do that a few times.
Yeah, yeah. So that's just me trying to distract myself
Yeah.
by
His hands on head, pulling it down.
pulling the computer down.
But I'll look
So if
over
I'm
you.
pulling the computer down in front of you fellas, you know I'm having a panic attack. But don't panic. It's all good.
Yeah, because you'll be doing that and you'll be going, what are you wearing, New Zealand? Where are you, 3483? So it
Yeah.
seems like everything's all good.
yeah.
Yes.
But you're freaking out.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Wow, that's amazing.
Well, it's not even necessarily freaking out. My heart's just pounding. I'm sweating.
When he thinks he's going to die.
And
But
I
other
think I'm
than that,
going to
it's all
die.
good.
Other than that, I'm tickety-boo.
And then can you do breathing exercises or whatever to help it, or what do you do?
Oh, drugs.
Drugs are good, yeah. They gave me a drug that if you take it, and I've never got it with me, but if I'm at home and I've got it, but if you take it, then as soon as you take it, it stops it.
Wow, okay.
Is that a- like
Pretty immediately. And if it doesn't stop it, then it's not a panic attack.
And you
which
have a
is
heart
really
attack,
good.
and then you have a
And
panic
then you have a
attack. about that.
then you have a
Is
heart
that-
attack, and then old Keezy's steady hand is on the
old
tiller.
tiller
Douche,
there
douche,
saying,
douche, douche,
don't worry,
douche,
Mogi.
Is
I'll
that-
guide you
I'll
through
get
this,
you
mate.
home, brother.
Is this some kind of beta type arrangement? A
What?
beta blocker?
A beta blocker, I don't know, can't remember. It's been a while, but as I was going, I was fucking having so many of them.
Yeah.
But it's been It's been bloody good lately, and I'm sleeping a lot better.
Do you
That's
reckon
good.
basil would help it?
Oh,
No.
it can go two ways on the basil.
Oh, right. Oh, paranoid.
Overthink it, yeah. I
Yeah,
know.
okay.
Um,
Oh, that's really interesting. But you had security fully trained in CPR and defibrillators over there as well, so
good shit.
just in case.
That is good to know.
It is because I
Did you go and find that out? Did you?
when I asked, yeah. And I don't know who our nominated first aid person is, but I can find out.
Hey, Keezy,
Hello.
if you have a heart attack, do you want me and Mogi to beat you off?
I'd probably prefer that you
Beat off on you.
We could beat off on you.
Your Horaki Big Show Keezy word of the day is
Tiller.
Don't
What?
forget, send all those Keezy words in. Hodaki Big Show on Instagram.
The boss is going to love that one, huh?
Yeah,
It's
clip
goody.
that bit off. Clip that whole thing off. Play that 5 o'clock today on the show.
Yeah.
Um,
Package that off for the radio awards.
Let's do it. Don't forget, Mr. Mike Minogue, Chris Key and Z at Hoity J on Instagram.
Call me Pugs.
At Call Me Pugs, producer Pugs, birthday
Thank you.
today, 27.
Wish him a happy birthday.
We'll do that on the show.
Yeah, we'll do that on the
today,
show,
fellas.
yeah,
We'll- I think, well, just between the three of us, I think we'll just keep it to ourselves and surprise
I can't
them.
believe it's
Oh, yeah,
only Wednesday.
Yeah.
It disappoints me.
No, I'm feeling every inch like it's Wednesday.
Well, at least
It's been a
tomorrow's tool
long
chat.
week. It's been a long 5 days, actually. I'll be honest with you. Been a long 5 days. Been a long 6 days.
Been
I'll
a
be
long
honest
life.
with you.
Been a long
It's
life.
been long since we were in Master.
Been a long time
Yeah, it
since
has.
rock and roll,
It
eh?
has.
Yeah.
Parties and all sorts of shit going on.
Oh, shindigs.
Shindigs.
Hey, could you guys not beat off on me if I have a heart attack?
Not making any promises, Keezy.
Yeah, we'll see how we go, Keezy.
All right.